Hey guys, it's Gabby with Bright Valley Marketing again. In today's video, I am going to share 13 ways that you can make your content more helpful in Google's eyes. These are the same strategies that we have applied to our own websites, both affiliate and non-affiliate websites, and we've seen massive success after all these algorithm updates. So I wanted to share everything that we are doing in-house, and hopefully that will help you as well. So let's get started. Number one is implement key takeaways on all of your blogs. Google wants to give its users information really quickly. So if you can include a list of the key takeaways in your articles, everything that the user really needs to know, you are satisfying Google's need to show users information in a very rapid, easy to digest format. So implement those key takeaways if you haven't done so already. The second thing you want to consider is content formatting. Are you able to illustrate your content in a more easy to understand way, such as implementing a table, an overview, a comparison chart, instead of just listing everything out in your content? Can you illustrate it in a table? And I've talked about this in previous videos. That's really important to do because then you are organizing your information. You're making it more helpful. You're making it more easy to understand. Number three, if you are creating a list post, you want to segment your information into different categories. For example, if you are writing about the 27 incredible health benefits of eating broccoli, instead of just listing all the benefits from number 1 to 27, segment those benefits by different categories. So for example, you have health benefits, mental benefits, physical benefits. I mean, there's so many different types of benefits that broccoli can provide. So you definitely want to create those subcategories because that's going to make the content more organized, more skimmable, and will help readers better understand the content in a quicker way. Number four, if you are writing a how-to post and you're outlining all the different methods and ways that a person can create something or achieve something, include your recommendation. If you're talking about how to build a table, right? There's like a million ways to build a table. Recommend your preferred option and state why that's your recommendation, because that's gonna be very helpful to the user, so that way they don't have to consider all of those different methods that you've included to help them build that table. You're telling them, hey, do this one. This is the one that we recommend the most. But you can also include those other options in case for whatever reason they want to choose the other options. Number five, and this is something that we've started playing around with a little bit more. If you've seen all of those big sites, they have their blog posts translated into an audio file that usually sits at the top or very close to the top of the blog post. So they literally translate all the content from the blog and they put it in that audio file. What we've been doing is implementing audio files on some of our blog posts. We're experimenting now between having the blog post just be completely transcribed into audio format, but we're also experimenting with sort of doing key takeaways, the key information that the people need to know about in the audio file instead of like actually transcribing the whole thing. We're trying to test out which method works best. I have the feeling that the shorter format will work best because then again, you're giving the reader the information that they want to know about faster. And some people are just, they don't have time to read everything. They're gonna click on your audio file and listen and get the information that way. And I think that's going to be very useful. Number six, include quotes from industry experts. So this will build that EEAT. If you are not an expert yourself, go speak to a local expert, talk to someone in the industry who is, and credit them with a backlink to their website. Sometimes they don't even care about a backlink. They just want their name to be featured in your blog post. And most people would be happy to share that information with you because they like to be featured and mentioned online. If you are not an industry expert, find someone who is and get them to provide you with original, interesting commentary for your blog post that you can include in there, and include it in brackets, like as an actual quote. So-and-so from blah, blah, blah said, blah, 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 blah. So that's gonna help you demonstrate more expertise and make your content more helpful. Another thing that you wanna do is if you are including FAQs in your content, hide those in a toggle format. So don't just list them out because that's going to make your page way too long. So you should try to condense the text again as much as possible, but still allow it to be crawlable by Google so that you can get the credit for having that content on the page. But then you're just creating like a better user experience, and that's really important to do. Number 8 is, we've talked about this before, include original images as much as possible. Yes, this is for affiliate sites, but this is also for non-affiliate sites as well. If you have like a SaaS product, you can include screenshots. You try to incorporate original imagery as much as possible. Really just try to stay away from all that stock imagery. I think you're okay with using some AI generated images if that's the only option that you have. AI generated images sometimes look way better than stock images. Sometimes they don't. So if you really don't have an option, then I guess, stock images are kind of like your last resort, but always strive for original imagery. And number 9, show transparency. How did you create this blog post? Were there additional fact checkers or editors that reviewed the blog? How did you come to the conclusion that you did? How did you review all these products? So basically create a sense of transparency and add that information to your blog post so that people can understand why you are an expert in this area, why they should trust the information in your article. Again, you're creating a sense of transparency, trust with Google, and people are gonna like it more that way, and you are going to be deemed as more helpful. And number 10 is font size. Don't disregard your font sizes, especially on mobile. Make sure that your font sizes are legible, that they're big enough that people can easily see it in mobile. And make sure that the color is not this like grayish, very hard to read color. Make sure it's very easy to read, especially again on mobile, because everyone's on their phones nowadays, and Google processes information mobile first. Don't skimp on your font sizes and colors. Number 11, bold important text in your blog. So I'm not just talking about the keywords that you're trying to rank for, bold little pieces of text all throughout your blog and kind of guide the reader through your blog post. That's gonna help them skim through the blog and get the information that they want faster. So don't be afraid to do that. We've done that with some sites, and we've seen a drastic increase in user engagement for that website. So I highly recommend bolding different words, but don't go overboard. Don't bold like 10 different words in one sentence. Like, no, just bold words every couple of paragraphs, just all the important key information. Number 12, include a current state of society paragraph on your website if you are able to. So in this paragraph, you talk about your industry or whatever the topic is of your blog post, and you include a little paragraph sort of towards the top of your blog, and you talk about how is blank changing in 2024. Now you have an opportunity to demonstrate your expertise, include some statistics, some information that's pertinent to this year, and you are able to then go back to this blog post a year from now and update that. How is blah, blah, blah changing in 2025? So you are showing that you are on top of all the trends and all the happenings in your industry for that particular keyword, the topic of your blog post, and you're demonstrating expertise. And in doing so, you're making your blog more helpful in Google's eyes. And number 13, this is something that we talked about in a previous video, but include a resources section on your website to show Google that you are a source of trusted information, and you are, you're not just there to sell, but you're there to add value and improve the world. So have a resources section and check out everything about that in my previous video. That's it for now, guys. So if you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I don't know. You can try that. Yeah, I will see you next time. See you guys. Bye.